Morning everyone, brisk Saturday morning. Headed to the shop for a few minutes to meet up with my brother, and we're gonna head to the ocean for the weekend. Have a few things I changed on the camper since I made my last video. Wonder if I had my solar installed. Got some side lights installed finally. Those are Baja Design rock lights, white ones, both on sides. Rear I 3D printed a mount for some Baja Design lights. Red in the center and amber on the sides. Red in the center is for stoplights. Amber on the sides is for chase lights. But see you guys on the road. Alright guys, just met up with my brother Spencer and his kids. He's just got a basic Dodge. We're gonna head towards Ocean Shores. We just figured out it's either that or Westport. We're going to go to Ocean Shores, hang out at the beach for the day, and then try to find somewhere to camp. Might stay at a campground just to make it easy on the kids, but we'll see. I'll see you guys there. Driving down the freeway, figured I'd give an update. Some people asked me if I have any wind noise with anything on the camper. Going, I don't know if you guys can see, 64. Taking it easy on this trip. Speed limit 60 in Washington. Once you pass Olympia, it goes into 70, but I'm gonna take it easy to see what kind of mileage I can get instead of hauling ass like I usually do. But as of now, absolutely no wind noise. All I can hear is my snorkel kind of makes some noise when I'm going up hills, but that's normal. And just regular road noise, no extra wind noise. Actually less wind noise than I had with my canopy and my tent prior to this. I'll try to remember to put a picture up. Actually, I think I might have some video snips of my old setup, but just chilling now. As of now, I'm averaging 22.6 miles to the gallon. It's only been 20 miles on the freeway, so I actually get better mileage in this truck on side roads than I do on the freeway. So it was about 24 until I got on the freeway. So keep you guys updated. We decided last minute we're going to go down towards Westport, go to Grayland Beach. I went there with my family back in September. It's one of the nicest campgrounds I've ever been to. Right next to the beach, easy walk to the beach. So we're going to go down there and try to stay away from as much crowds as we can since it's a nice weekend in March. Figured Ocean Shores might be a little too busy for us, so alright, see you guys there. Alright guys, made it down to the beach. Just checked, averaged 23.2 miles to the gallon on the way here. About just over 100 miles. Beautiful day. End of March. PNW. It's like 68 degrees at the beach. Never thought I'd see that in the early spring, end of winter. Get the tent set up here in a few minutes and show you guys a few things I did to it. Fortunately, can't camp here in the PNW on the beach, but we camped pretty close to the beach. Alright guys, just saw the setup, go over the few things I added. Got my, I think I may have done this at the beginning of the video, but there's a better view of the Baja Design lights. Ran the wires through and down. They both combine here and then go down into the chassis of the truck up to my S-Tech switch box in the front. I can control left and right individually. I would have wired them into the juice box, but you can only do side lights, not each side, so I did that. This side's a little offset because of the diesel heater port. My other lights, basically these two rivets here and this rivet down here line up with the side door angle brackets here, but I mounted them as far up as I could, and they just barely touch the awning, so I'm not too worried about that. Go inside here and show you guys what we did here. Ended up adding a second tier to this. I'm going to just a stainless dog bowl. I'm actually going to cut a hole in here, recess it in there. All the wood panels here, and these panels here and here. I'm going to be switching those out to some composite panels, basically the same panels that the tent side doors are made out of. It's basically aluminum sandwiched plastic, but this gives me some waist high countertop space, a little bit wider than my other stuff. I can still open and close my fridge perfectly fine. I'm limited on how far I can open the fridge because of the way the juice box is, and I wanted as much room, but plenty of room to get underneath. I'm going to put some walls on the sides here, and I'm just going to use this as a pantry space. Nice to have everything in arm's reach. But yeah, I'll gonna hang out at the beach. Wind's not blowing super hard, but it's blowing a little bit. Can't hear any tent fabric at all, so definitely happy with that so far. See all the surfers out there?
We're gonna jump. No, we're not. You fall.
Alright guys, don't talk crap, but we're staying at a campground tonight. There's not a whole lot of dispersed camping around the oceans down south in Washington. There's a lot of them up north by like the Hoh River and stuff, but kind of limited when you're down by ocean shores. We're down in Grayland State Park. It's probably one of the nicest state parks I've ever been to. But got set up. Brother and his kids are in their tent, sleeping in the Lone Peak tonight. Be our first night sleeping in the Lone Peak. I'll report back in the morning on how everything goes. We're gonna walk down to the beach. There's beach access right here. It goes down to the beach. We're gonna hit that up and go watch the sunset. Morning, everyone. Got a little chilly last night. I think it got down to 38. Well, chilly is, I guess depends on who you ask. Usually we camp in the wintertime down into the negatives, so, but didn't turn my heater on when I went to sleep, and I woke up about midnight. Pretty chilly. Didn't bring my sleeping bag. I was only sleeping with a top sheet, so jumped out of the camper, turned the heater on quickly, got nice and toasty in there, went back to sleep. First night in the Lone Peak. Definitely tell you the mattress is not designed for larger people or people that sleep on their sides, so I'll probably order up an X-Ped or something for it here in the near future. Decently comfortable laying on my back, but I'm a side sleeper, so definitely didn't do me any favors. Everybody was still sleeping when I woke up. I wake up around 5 or 6, so didn't do a video. Everything's packed up to go home. Wait for the sun to come out so my brother can get his tent dried out. It's a little moist because we're down right next to the beach. The beach is basically right over the hill there, so it always gets a little wet at night. It's first time I've ever been at this campground in the winter, springtime. Everything's flooded here, so I'm sure that didn't help either. Frogs were pretty noisy last night, but I think we're going to hang out here for a couple hours today, go down to the beach, spend some time at the beach, wait for the sun to come out. Checkout's not till 2. We're about 2 hours from home, so it's not a terrible drive home today. It's his son's birthday tomorrow, so I think we're going to go home and celebrate it tonight with the family. So guess I'll catch you guys when we get down to the beach. beautiful day down here at the beach. Figured we'd come spend a couple hours. Sun's out, clouds are moving in though. It's supposed to get cloudy this afternoon. It's supposed to be 75 at our place, so we're gonna be heading back shortly. But went out, snapped some photos along the water, and got some good shots. Alright guys, just got back home. First outing with the Lone Peak, I'd say, was a success. There's definitely a few things that I want to change or talk to Kyle about possibly updating. Let's go over a few things. Total trip was 238 miles, I believe. Average miles per gallon when I came home, 22.9. It's about 23.3 on the way there, a little bit less on the way back, going uphill a little bit on the way back, downhill on the way there, but no complaints at all. Overall, everything did great. It got down to 37, I believe, last night. Didn't sleep with the diesel heater on until about midnight. I woke up a little cold, so I hooked everything up before I went to bed last night, and I had the controller inside with me. Just reached over, turned it on, everything heated up within a few minutes, and stayed nice and warm all morning. What's a few things to go over? A few things I noticed. Let's go inside here. At night, the buttons for the juice box, while they're great during the day, at night these are way too bright. I'm going to see if maybe that's something that can be turned on or off, or maybe they can dim the lights via firmware. Second thing is the lights inside, especially this tent one, doesn't get dim enough. Woke up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, went to go turn the light on amber, all the way down. It's still way too bright. My last setup in my rooftop tent, I could basically dim the lights to almost completely off. It'd be nice if maybe that can be updated. I'll talk to Kyle about that. Let's see here. I already showed you guys in this video. Having this table right here was great. Plugged my phone in. Everything charged right here at night while I was sleeping. You just reach over. Usually I just leave it on the bed, but being there was fine. What was another thing I ran into last night? The mattress, not good for side sleepers or bigger people. I'm 6'4", 270-ish. Just way too soft. It's a comfortable mattress, but not made for... I think I need a denser mattress. I might look into an X-Ped. I had an X-Ped in my last setup. Probably one of the most comfortable mattresses. Even more comfortable than my Tempur-Pedic at home. So I might do that. Vents worked great last night. I left this one closed because my diesel heater was on this side, but I opened this one up here, and I had no condensation in the morning. I'm going to do a seal inside of in between the two windows, so I can leave the pass-through open, so when I'm using the heater, it'll actually heat the inside. Didn't use the table. I cooked in here this morning before everybody woke up. I gotta eat by 6 o'clock so I can take my meds. So it was nice being able to just get up with the heater on, cook. I just boiled water. I won't cook in here, but boiling water is not a problem. Used the diesel heater port last night. Let's go outside here. This lip, tell my finger, it's not very big. It's nice and compact. but it makes it a big pain to put on hose clamps. Even the ones I've always used with the little green sides to turn, it's just, I've got huge hands, so that is not something that's very easy for me. So I've already got some ideas planned. I'm going to make a quick connect fitting for this. I can leave it connected to my diesel heater and it'll just clip on here. So that was one downfall I kind of ran into last night, especially with cold hands. I don't think you'll be able to get anything on there. I have to reach out to them. This latch over here, even with the handles down, I noticed last night I can close this latch and I can pull on it. Now it's fine. So maybe I adjusted it this morning, but even after closing it, I could pull on this latch and it would open by itself, but now it's not. Oh, there it goes. I adjusted it as loose as I could get it. This is even loose as I can get it. I think this might be just a hair too tight. So I'm gonna, I don't know, I'll see if I can talk to them. Maybe I need a longer cable. It won't get any looser. This one is real loose. This one is just a little bit tighter, and I think maybe that tension is just enough. It's not letting it go down all the way. So we'll see about that. What else? I think that was about it. No complaints. 10 out of 10 would recommend getting one if you're on the fence. Everything worked flawlessly last night. I mean, I did my own power system, so I can't speak on their power system. Juice box worked. Like I said, it just needs some tweaks, which is foreseen, obviously. Can only test it so much when you're only testing 1 or 2 campers. So I'll talk to them about that. Lights I installed worked great on the front, back, and on the sides. I used them last night when we were down at the beach at night. Other than that, everything super stoked. I want to dial in a few things. I'm going to put a door here that flips up. I don't need access to this, obviously. I can't get to it anyways when I'm inside, so I'm going to put a hinged door there. I'm going to put some bracing here just so I don't have to keep the strap on the fridge. I'm going to finish this up. My power system I have along the bottom up there, I'm going to hinge that so it'll lock down. I need access to the back because my fuses are all on the back side of that panel, so I can't just bolt that in place. Overall though, super stoked to get more time in this thing. Handled it great. Second long trip I've taken. First was when I was coming home from picking it up a week and a half ago. Got stopped, I think about 10 times while I was at the beach, people asking about this. Nobody knew what Lone Peak was that I talked to, but they were asking about the camper, and I pointed them in the direction to check it out. But overall, super excited to get some time in this thing this summer. It'll be fun. All right, guys, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a good day.